Welcome to the Steve Ames Show with guitarist Sandy Renda, pianist Mike Yanuzzi, and my special guest, trumpeter vocalist Ron Michaels. And now, on with the show. Come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on in here, about the best band in the land. They can play a bugle call like you never heard before, so natural that you want to go to war. That's just the bestest band what I am. Oh, honey lamb, come on along, let me take you by the hand. Up to the man, who's the leader of the band. And if you care to hear the Swanee River play in ragtime, come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Oh, listen here, it's the best band in the land. They can play a bugle call like you never heard before, so natural that you want to go to war. That's just the bestest band what am. Oh, honey lamb, come on along, let me take you by the hand. Up to the man, who's the leader of the band. And if you care to hear the Swanee River played in ragtime, come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Thank you. Alexander's Ragtime Band, the first big hit written by Irving Berlin. And we are celebrating the music of Irving Berlin tonight in honor of Irving Berlin's birthday. He was born on May 11th, 1888 in Russia. Came to the United States at the age of 5 and grew up to be America's most prolific songwriter. Well, we've got two other gentlemen celebrating their birthdays in the month of May. At the piano, celebrating his birthday May 30th, Mike Yanuzzi, right over there. And at the guitar, he just celebrated his birthday May the 12th, Sandy Renda. And we had a lot of fun at the Chestnut Chateau doing a show with Sandy and Nick on the saxophone and Gene on the bass. We had a wonderful time, and I got to sing a song on Sandy's birthday. That was a lot of fun. But back to the music of Irving Berlin right now. This beautiful ballad written by Irving Berlin, which asks the musical question, how deep is the ocean? How much do I love you? I'll tell you no lie. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How many times a day do I think of you? How many roses are sprinkled with dew? How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is a journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? Thank you, Sandy Renda and Mike Yanuzzi, the two birthday boys, helping me celebrate the music of Irving Berlin. Well, we have some very exciting and important news to announce to everybody out there. On last month's show, we did mention that we were in the process of putting together a Steve Ames Show website. Well, it has been completed. It's ready. So I'm proud to announce the Steve Ames Show, a variety music talk show celebrating 20 years on cable television, announcing a new website, www.steveamesshow.com. Click on the website to see episodes of the Steve Ames Show. Producer-director Jerry Schoenthal, musical directors Sandy Renda and Mike Yanuzzi. Let's hear it for the website.
Hey. There you go. Hey.
And we will be showing 2 episodes every month on the website. And we're very, very excited about that. And the man who put the website together, he's here tonight. I'd like him to take a bow. Very talented website meister, as they call them, webmeister or webmaster. Let's hear it for Bill Morades. He did all the work.
Good job. Yeah, good job, Billy. Man.
Now, you know, Sandy, we are celebrating later on the centennial of Phil Silvers. And I know, Mike, you're a big fan of the Bilko Show on television. How did you like that show?
I vaguely remember it from my youth. I must have been a tiny baby.
But you've seen many of the Phil Silvers movies.
Yes, I have. Yes.
And his television appearances. Well, we're all big fans of Phil Silvers, but there's one man here tonight who actually worked with Phil Silvers on the Bilko Show, and that man is Sandy Renda. Yes. Will you please tell us all about that experience?
Well, you know, Bilko was a conniver on the show. That's the character he played. And I think they got leave with the whole platoon on leave, and he started talking to someone on the bus. And the fellow on the bus had a brother and a sister, and the sister was supposed to be beautiful, and they went to play cards. So, and they got talking, and the way they were playing cards, Bilko was winning. He was conniving. He was conniving one of the guys in the platoon to win all the games. And I just happened to play a brother of the fellow that he was playing cards with, and the beautiful sister. So he conned everybody around like he normally did on the show.
Well, we have to explain to the folks that you were a professional child actor at the time, acting in New York. This is the scenario from the sitcom that Sandy is describing to you.
I may be not explaining it exactly the way the plot went.
We want the folks to know that Sandy was a child actor, and he performed on the Bilko Show. And guess what? We've got the clip to show everybody right now.
Right.
Here is young Sandy Renda. How old are you in this clip?
11-ish.
About 11 years old, so we're going back to about 1958.
Yeah, approximately.
So here we are, Phil Silvers and a young Sandy Renda. Watch.
Ernie Bilko. Hello, how are you? Any friend of Charlie's is a friend of ours. Hiya, kid. Oh, Ernie, this is my kid brother, Difflet. Hiya there, Difflet.
Forget that Difflet stuff. I'm a space operator. See you later. I got it last up.
Okay, Mom, what's for dinner? We're starving.
We go from young child actor Sandy Renda to all grown-up musician Sandy Renda with musician Mike Yanuzzi. And what's the special song for tonight's menu?
Around the World, I Searched for You.
Around the World, and the special significance of that tune is now that we have the Steve Ames Show website, the show will be seen around the the world.
Wow.
Let's hear it for Sandy and Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A 1, 2, 3. Around the world, I searched for you. I traveled on till hope was gone, and even a rendezvous I knew somewhere, sometime, somehow. You looked at me and I could see that smile you're smiling now. Well, it might have been in London town, or in New York, Gay Paris, or even in London town. No more will I go around the world. I have found my world in you. Oh, it might have been in London town, or in New York, or Gay Paris, or even London town. No more will I go around the world. I have found my world in you.
Please welcome a very talented musician making his third appearance on the show, vocalist and trumpeter Ron Michaels.
The loveliness of Paris seems somehow sadly gay. The glory that was Rome was of another day. I've been terribly alone and forgotten in Manhattan. I'm going home to my city by the bay. I left my heart in San Francisco. High on a hill, it calls to me to be where little cable cars climb halfway to the stars. The morning fog will chill the air. I don't care, my love waits there in San Francisco, above the blue and windy sea. When I come home to you, San Francisco, your golden sun will shine for me.
Ron Michaels, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
And
Thank
that was
you.
a beautiful rendition of I Left My Heart in San Francisco.
Yeah, I love that too. You know, Danny loved me singing that song.
Danny
That's right.
Styles.
Danny
That is
Styles.
one of the reasons that you are here tonight, my good friend. Ron and I, we both had a mutual friend, the legendary DJ Danny Styles.
Yes.
And we would like very much to pay tribute to Danny. You know, Danny was a guest on this show.
Oh, I didn't
About
know that.
4 years ago, we did an entire half-hour interview with him. At that time, he was celebrating his 59th anniversary as a DJ in radio. And this past December, he had just celebrated celebrated 63 years on
And
the
you
radio.
know how I know that?
How do you know that?
Because we played for the party for him.
Oh, I know, that's right. So you were there as a trumpet player with the Jerry Drake Band playing at
Fun
Danny's
Big Band,
birthday
yeah.
party. But Danny was one of the legendary radio personalities for over 60 years on so many radio stations, playing the music that we love. Playing music of the
Yeah.
20s and the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. So talk about your friendship with Danny Styles.
Well, he even played my album on the.
He played your album too.
Yeah,
And he
Godfather,
played mine too.
la, la, dee, dee, dee.
That's right.
Love that. That's another one he liked. Me playing.
Absolutely. So you even played live engagements with Danny Styles in New York, right?
Yes, yes.
What was that restaurant called?
Johnny's Pizzeria, but it really was a real
John's
fancy.
Pizzeria was where he had his birthday parties.
yeah.
Well, you used to play a Friday night gig with Danny. What was that called?
That was
Every Friday.
That was not every Friday. Yeah. It was.
Yeah,
it was
right.
every Friday. Yeah,
What was that
Fridays.
place called?
That was at.
Forgot the name of
I
it.
forgot
huh?
the name of the
Okay,
place.
Okay. But
I-
anyway,
sorry.
Danny Styles was a tremendous man in the music business. And we're going to show some pictures now of me with Danny Styles through the years at his birthday parties in New York. You know, we have one here with Danny with Spats Donovan and
Oh,
yours
man.
truly. And we have another with Danny and the great clarinetist Sol Yeaget and yours truly.
Yeah.
So I thought we would remember Danny, and you enjoy being with him, and that's the
Oh
reason.
man, he was a buddy. You know, somebody told me he had passed away before he did pass away, and I couldn't believe it because I made a CD for him on 2 albums he gave, 2 records from the '78s, and I made them into CDs for him. And I could never give it to him because somebody told me he passed away. And when I saw him, I go, "Somebody told me you passed away." And I grabbed him and I hugged him, and he goes, I'm alive, honest."
That's the reason that you sang "I Left My Heart in San
San
Francisco,"
Francisco, yeah.
because that was one of the favorites of yours
Yeah.
that he enjoyed
Yeah,
doing.
he enjoyed me singing that.
That's right. Now, what's your next number going to be?
I'm going to do Misty. He liked me doing this because I did a little differently than anybody else. A lot of people either they use a flugelhorn or they use a trumpet, but they don't use both. And then I have an interlude with the musicians in between.
And now,
that's
before
what
you
he
do
liked
it for us, you want to talk about the 2 special trumpets you brought tonight.
Well, I have the trumpet and the flugelhorn that you'll see is ones that I had designed, and I sell them on my website. You know,
Give out your website, Ron.
it's the HarryJamesTributeBand.s5.com.
Give that one more time.
HarryJamesTributeBand.s5.com. And if you go there, you can see a lot of different things that are
Very nice, very nice. And Danny Styles also played a lot of Harry James records. He played all the big band
stuff.
records on
Oh,
his
yeah.
show, you know?
And
It
he
was really
just
amazing.
and he made me really feel comfortable too. You know, when I was with him, he was a big star. He was an icon.
That's
He was
right.
a
I've known him for
icon, and he
over
was
30 years. How long
Yeah.
have you known him?
about 20. You
That's
beat me.
very
You
good.
beat me.
Okay, all right.
You
yeah.
beat me.
That's right. Well, that's great. Now, in honor and tribute to Danny Styles, you will play Misty.
Misty. Yes.
Let's hear it for Ron Michaels, my good friend. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Right now, a centennial tribute to one of the great comedians of burlesque, Broadway, movies, and television, Phil Silvers. Phil Silvers would have been exactly 100 years old this year. He was born on May 11th, 1911 in Brooklyn, New York. And although Phil Silvers is best remembered for playing Sergeant Bilko on television, he also had a long career making many movies, most notably It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, and starring in hit Broadway shows like High Button Shoes, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, and my favorite, Top Banana. And here's the title tune from that show, written by Johnny Mercer. If you wanna be a top banana, you've gotta start at the bottom of the bunch. You gotta know the joke about the farmer's daughter and take it in the kisser with the soda water. If you wanna be a burlesque comic, it's basic training for you to take a punch. You gotta roll your eyes and make a funny face and do a take and holler, this must be the place. If you wanna be a top banana, you gotta start from the bottom up. If you wanna be a top banana, you've gotta start at the bottom of the bunch. You gotta know the joke about the farmer's daughter and take it in the kisser with the soda water. If you wanna be a burlesque comic, it's basic training for you to take a punch. You gotta roll your eyes and make a funny face, then do a take and holler, this must be the place. If you wanna be a top banana, you've gotta start from the bottom up. Phil Silvers was definitely a top banana. And we close tonight's show with a song introduced by another great comedian, Bob Hope. Bob Hope and Shirley Ross first sang this song in the Paramount film The Big Broadcast of 1938, and it eventually became Bob's theme song. And here it is with music and lyrics by Leo Robin and Ralph Ranger. Thanks for the memory of candlelight and wine, castles on the Rhine, the Parthenon and moments on the Hudson River line. How lovely it was. Thanks for the memory of swingy Harlem tunes, rainy afternoons, motor trips and burning lips and burning toast and prunes. How lovely it was. Many's the time that we feasted, and many's the time that we fasted. Oh, well, it was swell while it lasted. We did have fun and no harm done, and thanks for the memory of sunburns at the shore, nights in Singapore. You might have been a headache, but you never were a bore. How lovely it was. Many's the time that we feasted, and many's the time that we fasted. Oh, well, it was swell while it lasted. We did have fun and no harm done, and thanks for the memory. And strictly entre nous, darling, how are you? And how are all those little dreams that never did come true? Awfully glad I met you, cheerio and toodaloo. And thank you so much.